Good morning, everyone. It's Nisi from Bella Vintage Notebook, and I want to show you these lovelies on this beautiful day, August 26th, 2025. She's just full of lovely vintage art paper, other printables, just scrumptious and available. So I'm going to do some flip throughs of a couple that are available, some that are going out to customers, and give you an update. I designed this beautiful flip journal. I've made many over the past 10 years, and she's quite full. And I did a quick clip on her, but it's really hard on the other sites as 5 minutes a minute. So this is going to be about a 10-minute anyway. So there's a flip on the front and a little pocket. It's hard to hold because she's big, and my second hand is not fully cooperating. There's vintage paper on her. There's metal corners. There's loveliness in frames. There's washi tape. There's beautiful ephemera, our coffee tea dye paper, which I've did some ripping up. Little embossed glossing pockets. Tags. All the essentials I used on here, I rusted those. The butterflies, the pins. There's places to journal, do art, lots of washi tape, the big clips. These are all rusted except for that vintage piece, which I'm going to be putting in a lot of my journals, different ones. I had so much fun making her. There's lots of places. There's tucks, there's flips. There's a front and back. Beautiful lavenders this time of year. Gorge, right? Lavender Prima. Flips. I did stamping. I saved my favorite washi tapes. I'm using them now. Flips with envelopes. This lovely piece. I have many pieces coming in to add into journals. Many pages for journaling or doing art, what have you, whatever you desire. Loveliness throughout. I get mesmerized myself. That's a little journal. You can actually sew in or elastic in some pages. This is a little file folder for a little pocket. And the back side, that's actually a postcard, a laminated type one, and there's some extras in the pocket. And then this is the back side, which has a clip, which was rusted, along with the metal corners. Beautiful frame. And this is the back side. It's a huge envelope that you can insert a journal in there or use it for pockets, what have you, whatever you desire. It was left open for you to play with. Metal vintage piece that was rusted. An envelope, rusted. Hinge with some corners. Tag inside that I did on both sides. Pattern vintage paper on the front. And then this tag pocket. Now I use a lot of other printables, but if I don't talk to them, I don't put their name out. I haven't heard from anybody because I've been doing my own thing with what's going on in my own family. This is a pouch that I designed. It's on the back side here for a journal. I added some clips, this rusted heart that I put here. And there's a journal inside her and lots of room to fill her up, the journal, and add more. There's vintage paper here, vintage wallpaper, vintage book pages, natural pages. I did some sewing. There's cotton rag, our coffee tea dye, just a lovely little journal that you can fill up on your own, and lots of room in this pocket, which both ends have beautiful garment on them so it will expand. Nice little clip. And I used this cheesecloth that I dyed. There's pins on the end of the cheesecloth to tie it together. The back side has a little envelope with a rusted hinge and some pattern paper to use. Another one of the laminated hard postcards and one of our doilies. She's absolutely gorgeous, and she is ready. If you would love to purchase her, the front is gorgeous. She's just absolutely gorgeous. These will never be redesigned because no two will ever be the same. However, they'll come out in different styles. Now, I did this last night. I love these prints, and I used art glitter glue for the butterfly and the brass heart. Oop, just left me, starts with a B. That's crazy. Brad. Terrible. And so I put the three of them together with the glitter. Absolutely gorgeous. Put it around the clock. I love black and white with vintage rose. Beautiful. This is an old Prima and an envelope. You can get eclectic with mixing your colors. Vintage wallpaper I used on her. This cover I designed years ago in art. I sold many of them, kept a piece, and now I just used it. That's from the background papers. Tablet, vintage wallpaper sticker. I made stickers out of them also. There's actually art paper in here. There's envelopes in here. There's vintage book papers, music vintage book papers. There's vellum in here. There's cotton rag in here. Embossed envelopes in here as flips like this one. Pink cotton rag. That means it's art paper. You could do art, wet art. Of course, put plastic underneath the sheets when you're doing your art before and let it dry. I did a pocket on here using a lot of different printables. Misty Rose, a little collaging I did. Vintage wallpaper again, snapdragons, vellum, cotton rag, and it just goes on and on and on. I sewed a lot around the signatures. There's pockets and yummies. I also added a sheet of collaging in here you're going to see. I'm going to be doing that to a lot of my journals coming out to give you some collage ideas. This is a pocket I still yet have to put the postcard in. And there's the sheet. It's on cotton rag. There's two sides. She's quite beautiful. And it would just give you some idea and incentive to do art or whatever you're going to use it for. So she's going to be available. That's the back side of the art journaling that I did. And there'll be many more available. They'll all be different. There'll be no two the same, ever. Just close. So isn't she quite stunning? So those two are available. And these are orders going out tonight. I have many new customers. We always get new customers. This lady's doing a wonderful job. She's already on the VIP member list, and she just came about, I think, a week and a half ago. Actually, she just ordered this morning also. So, and this is Brenda. She's a regular customer. I have 4 Brendas, by the way, in my shop who shop. The velvets, we have one particular customer who purchases these all the time. This material's coming down to an end, but I have enough to make a few more. She's gorge. Plum. It's that time of year, ladies. And this lovely. This is, I'm going to say her name, Teresa. She's one of our best reviewers on all of our channels. So now these are my ephemera holders that I've made. I've used many different printables from many different artists. I'm going to make more, and I'm going to put them in the shop. They're going to be empty. You have to put your own ephemera in them, but they're going to be available, and the covers will be just as stunning as this in different styles. So I'll see you very soon. Don't forget to check out underneath the video for all of our sites. Our Instagram is now only open to VIPs and members. If you're a paid member inside of my shop, you can enter our Instagram. You will find things on Instagram you will not see in the public. Once you have reached the membership and you purchase journals, you start receiving your coupons, so you get your entry fee back. That's the way we're going to run our Instagram. Otherwise, you can find us on Pinterest, definitely. YouTube here on Shorts, videos on occasion, TikTok as long as it's there, and our shop below in the link. Bye now.